So anyway, so this is a new story. It came out today. So what we have now is we have a post-mortem. Now, post-mortems are what happened after something died. What happened and what died? Dragon Age died. So Jason Schreier, and this is the guy, Jason Schreier, he writes this whole article inside the Dragon Age debacle that gutted EA's BioWare, what is this? Move this shit down. BioWare studio. So he's writing this whole article explaining why Dragon Age was bad and everything. And I wanted to go back and see exactly where it came down to, what is actually people's response to the game. And this is a big issue. When Dragon Age the Veilguard finally premiered on Halloween 2024 after many internal delays, some staff members thought there was a lot to like, including the game's new combat system, but players were less impressed and sales sputtered. The reactions of the fan base are mixed, to put it gently. No, they were not mixed. It was actually very one-dimensional. Some, like myself, adore it for various reasons. Others feel utterly betrayed for certain design choices. And so this is the big issue that Jason has, is that Jason Schreier does not even want... This is... Like, I think Jason... Like, it's embarrassing because I think Jason is a... He's a journalist... And he's just pushing propaganda. Like, if you actually think that the reason why Dragon Age failed didn't have anything to do with that, like, type of woke and, like, fucking social messaging, you're out of your fucking mind. You're totally fucking delusional if you think that didn't happen. And, like, the only credibility that you give to this at all is one small paragraph that you don't even explain why people are mad about it. You don't even give any credibility to it. And the only time that you talk about it is in the context of somebody saying that it was wrong. That's ridiculous. And so the problem is that, like, and this is the issue, is that he said the game was a success in the first few days. He did. Let me see here, Jason. So this is what Jason Schreier said initially. He said, go woke or go top the charts, right? There's no way you genuinely like this turd. I actually don't like the game very much, but I like seeing you chuds get dunked on. So Jason Schreier went and he actually tried to defend this game and try to make all the people that didn't like it look bad and look stupid. But it turns out that it doesn't matter because people didn't buy the game, and now he has to write an entire post-mortem on why this game not only killed the franchise, but killed basically the entire studio. And so he roached out, and this, by the way, he roached all the way out of Twitter completely. Like, he's still not, is he still on that Blue Sky shit? Let me see if he is. He got his shit locked down, and he's still on Blue Sky. And you go and follow him on Blue Sky, you see what's going on with this. This is not good, man. It is not good at all. I suspect that hearing the Dragon Age, Veilguard, numerous development, a lot of Palins expressing empathy for the people in the trenches. And you got people talking about this without being hyperbolic. As a manager insisting on deadlines, it's like, yeah, you only got 2,000. This would be way more people talking about this and saying about this. And so you sitting there in your hug box, you're not doing yourself or anybody any favors. And so the reality is that a lot of people, despite all the BioWare higher-ups that he talked to, he intentionally missed the story. The game failed because it was defined in the minds of the audience by YouTubers making fun of the quests and the pronouns. This is the game that proved that approval from Asmongold matters more than approval for IGN. I don't even think it's about me, right? Like, I'm not even talking about me. Like, there's a lot of people that make, because this is the reality. Why the people pushing this? No, these people want to ignore the elephant in the room. They ignore the elephant in the room. They say it's not there. It's not there. So Paul Tassi goes back. He tweets about this. He says, it's easy to push back on this, but when, quote, woke debates consume literally the entire marketing campaign, that it can, in fact, be damaging. It is. Like, if you think that it's not bad when you have a trailer come out and most people think that it's garbage and it has a negative like-dislike ratio or an under 50% like-dislike ratio, you have a fucking problem. You have a major fucking problem. And these people can pretend like the elephant's not in the room, but at the end of the day, the game comes out and it fucking is. Asmongold trashing something does actually matter now, like it or not. That is a sad state of affairs, isn't it? And so anyway, I respond back to this, and I said this myself, And we're also forgetting our boy SkillUp's review is particularly damaging. Written like HRs in the room was a line that was repeated throughout. Anytime there was a Veilguard discussion, Gene is 100% fucking right on this, like 300% right on this. And people like that line even transcended Veilguard. Like that line is how people define woke dialogue in general. Like that's been how it's happened all the time. Paul also has done the same thing, and he probably even admit this. No, he would not admit this, but he knows it's true. You talk about the problems, and you act like the issues that these games have, and the social media dialogue isn't real. And you downplay it all the time whenever you write about these issues. And in doing so, you mislead the audience into making them believe that the attribution for why something happens isn't what it actually is. It just fundamentally is misleading, right? He did it with Marathon. He did do it with Marathon. And so, like, and I see him doing that all the time. And I said, well, I'm sure making videos is a rallying point. The reality is most people consume content that reinforces what they already believe. There are people who adamantly defend woke games, but nobody watches them because those ideas and viewpoints are inherently unpopular. And so he responded, I actually didn't even see this. This is the first time I'm reading this. The term influencer exists for a reason. The people like you or Rogan or whoever shape the views on topics and not just act like a mirror. On top of that, negative content will get 10x the attention as positive, which applies to the whole anti-woke industry and why it's so successful. That's not even really true. Now, the reason why this isn't true is that, like, I can come up with some examples. Like, let me come up with 3 examples right now. Let's look at Elden Ring, Baldur's Gate 3, and Expedition 33, okay? These are 3 really big popular games that came out recently. And every single video that was negative about those games was not popular at all, and people were inherently negative and they hated those videos and nobody cared. But all the videos glazing it, like, well, let me see here, Expedition, like, if I just search this up, like, you got, you know, 2 million fucking views on this, and this is Game Ranks. People are massively fucking positive about this. People are talking about, we didn't talk about this. Everybody is positive about this fucking game. And so really, people do not consume content that is negative or positive. Maybe negativity bias exists to an extent, but a 10x is absolutely not the multiplier. The reality here is that people consume content that reinforces their existing biases. So if there's a game that comes out and everybody thinks it's good, then you make content about the game being good, and you're going to have everybody loving the content. If there's a game that comes out and it's bad, you make content about the game being bad, you make a video saying it's bad, everybody's going to love the content. The reality is that people consume content based off of what is appealing to them and what they already believe. That's the truth. And like, you can see this, and like, again, I just gave 3 examples. Like, look at all the videos glazing Elden Ring, Baldur's Gate 3, and Expedition 33. Compare that to the videos that are negative about those games. Is that a 10x ratio? Do the videos that are negative have 10 times the views? Absolutely they don't, because this idea is not true. And the fact is that people like, and it's easy to say that, right? It's easy to say what he's saying, but it's just simply not represented in data. That's it. It's just not. Actual well-made, yeah, Hogwarts Legacy too? Yeah, exactly. And so yeah, not that you should. No, people are talking about this a lot. And I watched clips of Veilguard, thought they were cringe, so I didn't buy the game. Yeah, it's that simple. It's a good thing to offer perspective and not just push people to pursue confirmation bias all the time, bucko. I guess this person thinks that I'm confirming confirmation bias. I'm observing a trend. I'm not telling people what to think. It's sad to think, but there's a lot of people that just don't know how to. And did you not bash the wokeness of Avowed and it died? If it's bad, it's bad. Yeah, I think so. But like, for example, like, you can look at South of Midnight. Like, I thought that game was pretty decent. It was all right. And it didn't matter because people had already decided that they didn't like the game. So the point that I'm getting at is that with a lot of these games and everything is that you can't say that negativity bias is super strong when every video about Arc Raiders is positive and they're super popular. Every video recently about Tarkov, like during that one like drama thing, was negative and it was popular. But like now they're more popular. The videos that are popular are the videos that reflect the viewpoints of the majority of people. Sorry. It just makes sense. So I gotta say, not true. I mean, again, how many examples do I have to use? You can not true me all you want, but like, I'm coming up with examples. People just keep coming up and saying this over and over. So that's really it. or they have tits. There's plenty of times where video games, you know, have boobs in them and people don't immediately start playing.